Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hot.
What a lovely day!
Welcome back everybody to another Favorite Friday video. Today I'll be discussing with you guys one of my favorite comic book to movie adaptations, and that is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The votes are in all, I think like 6 votes. I had asked a while ago if people wanted to vote for this week's Favorite Friday, and there was options like American History X, Night at the Roxbury, City of God, and Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and I had a total of 6 votes. And one of them was me, and one was my wife. So really I had like 4 votes. But the most votes was Scott Pilgrim versus the World, so I sat down, watched it, and I still to this day really enjoyed this movie. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is directed by Edgar Wright and stars Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim. He lives in Canada and he is an awkward guy. He is dating a 17-year-old high school girl named Knives Chow, and he is 22 years old. One day he meets Ramona Flowers and instantly falls in love with her. But if he wants to date her, he has to defeat all of her exes.
You have 7 evil ex-boyfriends? 7 evil exes, yes.
This is a video game style movie with a lot of video game references, and the storyline is set up like a video game. It deals with a lot of relationship issues, him falling in love with this girl, but he's already dating someone, and this girl, Ramona Flowers, has a lot of baggage, and he has to defeat all of her exes. And it's set up like a video game. The end winning goal is Ramona Flowers, and he has to defeat each different level to get to that end goal, that prize of Ramona Flowers. And it's dealing with the relationship issues along the way of him having a relationship, him cheating on Knives Chow, falling in love with a different girl, dealing with that emotional baggage, and really understanding that he wants to be there for her, and he loves her for who she is, and he doesn't care about that emotional baggage, and he's willing to defeat it, get rid of it. And so I like that this movie deals with relationship issues, but it masquerades as a video game movie, setting it up like different bosses and different levels to get to the end point. This movie also focuses a lot on its main storyline of Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim, but what I love about this movie so much is the minor details and the references to classic video games. This is directed by Edgar Wright, who has directed some really great comedies in the past, but I love his quick editing style and how he uses the references as treats for the viewers. And there is plenty of treats, and none of it feels like it's getting in the way of the movie. You have the movie of Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim and him defeating the exes. Then you have the little details that make this movie so much more amazing than it really is. You have the little sound effects for Zelda. You have how this movie is based like a video game. You have Scott Pilgrim getting a 1-up life. After he defeats the exes, he gets gold coins as a prize. This movie just has so many minor details that it makes it so terrific to watch. This has a great cast, and each cast member has a great personality and does really well in their job, especially Michael Cera, who's really awkward in the first place, especially movies like Superbad and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. He's just an awkward person, and it really works well with this character. Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays a great character. She's very strong, she knows who she is. Then you got people like Aubrey Plaza, Anna Kendrick, Brie Larson, I didn't realize was in this movie, Chris Evans, and just so many more people. And each character just seems like they give it their all, and it just makes the movie so much fun. This is based off a comic book series, and it's true to the comic book series. I've read each one of them. There's 6 in the series, and it stays true to that comic book series, and even adapting some of the images from the comic book series into this movie, which I thought was really great. I have met the creator of Scott Pilgrim, really great guy. He has signed some items I've had in the past that is Scott Pilgrim related, like a comic book series right here that is signed by him, and he just created a world that is so exciting and so heavily influenced by video games, and I think Edgar Wright just took that and adapted it so well into movie. This is a visually stunning movie. It is greatly directed, has so many references, and the attention to detail is terrific. It is very deserving of my favorite Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Scott Pilgrim versus the World an A+. Ever since it was released in 2010, it has been one of my favorite films and is just a treat to watch. Have you guys seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? What did you think about it? I would highly recommend reading the comic book series. If you have not, they are very fun and it's beautifully illustrated. Thank you for the people who did vote and checking out these favorite Fridays. I do have a lot of fun with these. I really appreciate the views, the subscribes, and the comments that I've been getting recently. You guys are awesome as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.